What's up, everybody? Philly Ives Drew Evo from Shoeshine Boxing. We're on every Monday night at 10:40 Eastern, 7:40 Pacific. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like, and share these videos and episodes with everybody. Man, the topic that I want to talk about is the PBC and the inactivity of fighters and everything, and how it's affecting fighters financially, emotionally, you name it. Last night, Cody Crawley, welterweight of the PBC, was fighting on the undercard of David Benavidez versus Caleb Plant for the 147-pound eliminator against Abel Ramos. Got a unanimous decision win, and he dedicated the fight to his late father, who committed suicide. Now, the post-fight interview is something I like to talk about. He said that, my father died from suicide. Last year, I almost committed suicide because I was broke. I got told every 6 months I was going to fight, at least. Fights are getting canceled and everything. I haven't really fight like that, and I'm not making no money, And it was emotional. It was powerful speech, an emotional one. But what I want to talk about is that the PBC has to do a lot better in keeping the fighters active, including the low card, the mid card fighters active, because they're not making much money off these fights as it is. They're not up on the upper card, or they're not making enough. And after after paying off the promoter, paying off management, paying off their trainer for camp and everything, a lot of them don't really have a lot of money left to live off of. And then they have to train, and they got to live on expenses and everything. And they got to wait for another opportunity to come by soon in a couple months. But a lot of times, those fights don't come for at least a year. And the PBC don't keep their fighters active. And it's a shame. Like, how can you expect fighters to perform at high standards if they're not active? Like Cody Crawley, he's 30 years old. If he fights once a year, he'll be 33 by the time he fights his third fight and everything. And like he's a borderline contender now, and it's just ridiculous. You're keeping your guys inactive, and they're not making no money and everything. And it's putting them through this, because if they're not making no money, where are they making money from? Do they have to get another job? They don't have time to train and everything. It's really crazy that they're not keeping these guys active. It's a shame, because you got guys like Cody Crawley that said that, hey, I almost committed suicide because I went broke, because I have not been fighting. And like another case, Adrian Broner. Adrian Broner said on a show, after his fight, on a thing, saying, Al Heyman, keep me in the wing to keep me good. Keep me in the wing. They could not keep Adrian Broner in the wing. And what happened? He went through his shit again, and then he signed to BLK Prime. BLK Prime promised him 3 fights, $10 million. And 3 guys all dropped out. He fucking cut ties with them. That he signed with Donald King. Hopefully Donald King can keep him active. I doubt he can. Donald King doesn't really have a TV deal or anything. But the main thing is, when you got young guys fighting, when you got young guys on your stable and they're only fighting once a year, what is the point of fighting when you're not because these guys are not making much. They're not. Like, let's say if like last night, Cody Crawley may not fight for another year. And he didn't, and tell you the truth, he probably barely made $100,000 on this fight. Maybe less. And everything. So, like, PBC, keep your guys active. You need to take steps from Top Rank and everything. Top Rank always keeps their guys active and everything, always gives them fights and everything. They're always stable and everything. Like, if you like PBC's got to do a better job. I know they're on a budget, but if you keep these guys active and everything, and you keep the cards going, and you keep good cards like you had last night going, you'll be able to keep a lot of guys active. Be able to make a lot of guys a lot of money. It's a shame. It's really a shame that guys gotta go and say this in a post-fight interview. I almost committed suicide because I was broke, because I'm not fighting and everything. This guy say he's been training since July, and it, like, you can't, if you cannot promise a guy he's gonna fight every 6 months, or he's gonna fight every like 4 months and everything, then you need to not say that. Then, like, Al Heyman is really, like, this is one reason why a lot of people think PBC's going broke and everything. But like, every fight's not a pay-per-view fight. Showcase your young talent. Showcase them. Put the prospects, the top guys against the top guys like you did on this card. They gotta continue doing this, and they gotta keep their young guys active, because these guys aren't what, if you look at it, oh, this guy did good, I can't wait to see him again. And then 6 months later, who the hell is this guy? Really? Like, I really think people really need to realize PBC needs to do a lot better with matchmaking and keeping their roster active, because these guys could be good, and then inactivity kills these guys. It really does. You know, like, hopefully we see Benavidez back in December, like at least July or December. But I just wanted to bring it out there real quick. Hopefully you guys get the point. And at the end of the day, guys, if you having problems in life, if you really need someone to talk to, or if you don't think that it's not worth living anymore, please call the Suicide Writers Hotline. Thank you. Have a good day. Make sure you like and subscribe this video.